members, thank you. For the last few weeks, sports enthusiasts across the world have watched the Winter Olympics unfold. But did you know there are ways to embrace your own Olympic pride right in your own backyard? Travel to the Indy Fuel Tank, an ice skating rink in Fishers, Indiana, where the state's oldest speed skating club chases Olympic dreams. Celebrate the resurgence of an American icon, the bald eagle, as one of the country's oldest birds soars over Lake Monroe. And welcome Indianapolis's own urban funk band, Blackberry Jam, as they mark over 20 years on the musical circuit. Explore your own Olympic spirit with stories you'll only find on the weekly special. Welcome to the weekly special. I'm Erica Sagone. Well, if you are anything like me, for the past few weeks, you have been glued to the TV watching coverage of the Winter Olympics, including an astounding performance by Olympic medalist and Hoosier Nick Gepper. But back at home in Indiana, the spirit of competition continues, especially at the IndySpeed Sports Club, the oldest speed skating club in the state, where Hoosiers young and old can put their Olympic dreams to the test. For most Hoosiers, 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning means being cuddled up in a warm bed. Not so for the Indy Speed Skating Club. For them, 7 a.m. is the perfect time to take to the ice. Coached by two Olympic-level instructors, Cindy and Ken Hart, the club welcomes all ages to train, compete, and build relationships.
I grew up skating on a pond, so I loved pond skating. My dad put me on skates at the age of 4. But then I got into bike racing, and I got into bike racing big time. And I had a coach who basically said at a national championships, if you want to be a better sprinter on the bike, you need to speed skate. Well, he didn't know that I already loved ice. And so I put on the speed skates. Essentially, it was like the best thing next to flying.
It was through the competitive world of cycling that Cindy discovered her love of coaching. Over 4 years with 2 Olympic national teams, learning new techniques and experiencing competition at the highest level. It was also where she met Ken, another talented coach, and her future husband. Together, they would get married, resettle in Indiana, and start IndySpeed, bringing their combined experience and competitive spirit to the Hoosier heartland.
So in 2000, we basically came together and formed IndySpeed here in Indianapolis. When we first came on the scene, they were very, very welcoming. And so when they go to a competition, they actually, have friends from Milwaukee and Chicago, Cleveland. They've got friends from all over. When they sit in the heat box getting ready for their event, they're all friends. They're all pals. They're playing, they're talking and chatting. But as soon as they say, go to the start, then it's all for them.
Once the team found its footing on the ice, they began to compete across the Midwest, from Chicago to Cleveland and up to Syracuse, New York for the national stage. And even though a competitive spirit courses through the club, the ultimate goal remains to bring people together and build connections throughout athletic generations. From 5 to 70, all ages are welcome. More than just a team, IndySpeed seeks to be a family.
That's one of the things about speed skating is all ages, and we all, because we're confined to an ice rink, we grow up together. They're our family. We play on the ice, we encourage, we promote, but they support each other. They're very, very close-knit and very welcoming to new members.
Because of the Hart's welcoming nature and coaching acumen, skaters travel from across Indiana to train and compete with them. One young skater from Bloomington left his club closer to home to make the weekly drive to Fishers, trading in hockey for speed skating.
I started out playing hockey and I didn't really like using the puck and stick. I used to skate in circles. I asked my mom if I could do speed skating. It just feels really good when you have adrenaline, when you're skating as fast as you can go.
Rocco has a background in hockey, so he loves to go fast. I can look at Rocco and see that he has the makings of a sprinter. So when Rocco skates, he's got great, power, but for very short periods of time. And what we need to do is just kind of shave off some of those hockey habits and mold him into a skater.
And Cindy's reputation for being able to mold natural talent into achievement is why skaters continue to flock to her for training. But she will tell you, she isn't the only reason that IndySpeed continues to produce top-tier athletes at competition.
She really will push me as hard as I can go, and that's one thing I really like about Coach Cindy.
Although I'm head coach, I'm not the whole story. There are a lot of people who make this happen, and one of which is Ken Hart, my husband. We work really well together as a team. I take care of the physical part, and he takes care of the mechanical part. He's got a great mind for statistics and molding boots and, everything that I don't like to do, he loves to do, and the things he doesn't like to do, I get to do, so we work together as a great team. The parents and the family members really help lift this up too. No one organization can be just one person. And, I'm just the front person with the big mouth. And I just tell people, what to do. But, it's a definite collaborative effort that cannot be just, one person.
Want to see if you've got the skills for speed skating? The club hosts a Learn to Speed Skate program for all ages. Learn more at IndySpeed.